someone told me the matchmakers at the UFC were watching. I remember just looking across and I was just like, I'm better than you. And just the whole fight, cocky 19-year-old, just like, yeah, I'm going to finish him at some point. And then it never came. I lost the decision. I was like, my whole thing always was, if I get to the gym first, do more than everyone else.
Yeah.
Then I'll be the best. It was a bloodbath. There was a messy fight, blood everywhere. It was just a flying knee and it hit him there. The lad was cut to ribbons. He had a cut down here, and a big split down there.
Boxing, obviously, you get cuts, but
Yeah.
MMA, it's them elbows, the knees.
It's horrible.
It's disgusting.
The Bad and the Beast podcast with Eddie Hall.
Welcome back to The Good, The Bad, and The Beast. Today's guest is a UFC featherweight contender. He has an amazing record, amazing technique, and has gone toe-to-toe with the best in the world. Welcome to the podcast, Arnold Allen.
Awesome, mate.
How you doing, big guy?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks for coming up. You come all the way from Ipswich.
Yep.
Down in the bottom right-hand corner of the UK.
Yeah, it's shit to go anywhere. But
It is, mate, yeah.
Yeah,
What was the drive here, about 4 or 5 hours?
It was about 4 today. It says free when you press it in Google, but
Of course it does. Yeah. Google Maps is a lying bastard.
It is. It's full of
Never
shit.
tells the truth.
We're all over the place today. But yeah, I've got here in the end, so it's all good.
Cool. Thanks for coming on.
course.
I like to start the podcast with a segment I like to call a piece of the beast. And this is where I ask guests to bring in an item, an artifact, a picture, just something that means a lot to them, that depicts something of great measure in their life. Have you brought said artifact
I
with
have.
you? Okay.
This is so.
So I haven't seen this before.
I'm not the
first
best
time
with
I've seen
things, like
Okay.
things don't mean much to me. But as I get older, they start meaning a bit more. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is my first
Oh, cool.
and only professional title so far.
So this is Made for the Cage.
Yeah.
Is that the federation?
Yes,
Made
that
for
was
the
in
Cage.
Newcastle.
Newcastle upon.
Time.
Okay, Newcastle upon Tyne, yeah.
Yeah.
So Emma, so this is your first title in Made for the Cage.
Yeah.
And when was this?
So that was the fight before I got signed to the UFC. So that was 2014. That would have been, and it was the reason it's more special is like the guy I fought. He'd fought a welterweight. I don't believe he'd never been finished. Tough guy, really hard opponent. They brought me in to lose on like a week's notice.
Yeah.
They called me up and like, oh, do you want to fight this guy weight above? I was like, yeah, I'll have it. I'll back myself. I'll take that. And, like everything. They wanted me to lose. Like they didn't expect me to come up. But yeah, upset the home crowd and take their belt and all that.
Well, fair enough. So a welterweight is the weight above you. So
2 weights above.
Two weights
This
above
fight
you.
was at lightweight, but he'd come down. I went up, he came.
So you went up, he came down,
Yeah,
which is a massive favor in his regard.
Yeah.
Everything's in his favor. So those listening in, he's brought in an MMA belt. You know, like when they get handed these belts, and it's white and it's got Made for the Cage on it, MMA champion. And this is something you won when you were 20, I'm going to say, if it was
20,
2014.
Yeah.
And against a fighter who's pretty much 2 weight divisions above you. Tell me about that. So was this your first big break? Was it like that you're getting notice moment, or was it like your first professional fight? Tell me about it.
Yeah. So I used to fight for a promotion called Cage Warriors, which is like biggest in Europe, I'd say. A professional standard and all that, the best. But I had a loss on there when I was 19. Just the guy went on to do really good things in KSW and stuff. Like, I think he was their champion for a while. Very good. But being a cocky 19-year-old, I remember someone told me the matchmakers at the UFC were watching. I remember just looking across and I was just like, I'm better than you. And the whole fight, cocky 19-year-old, just like, yeah, I'm going to finish him at some point. Even the whole, every minute I was just like, I'm going to finish him at any point, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
He could take me down, score the shots. And then it never came. I lost the decision. I was like, real like humbling thing.
Yeah.
Come back, I fought, I won, and then I got offered this opportunity, which definitely wasn't built for me to win. And to go out there and it was a bloodbath. There was a messy fight, blood everywhere. The only person that seemed unbiased was Ian Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian
Yeah.
Freeman, legend, UFC legend, like British legend in the sport. He was the commentator.
Right. And he was the only one sort of singing your praises.
And he was the only one that was sort of being like, oh, like, what the fuck's going on? Because the lad was cut to ribbons. He had a cut down here, and a big split down there. Usually, you see the fight, they stop it, bring the doctor in.
Yeah.
They wouldn't bring the doctor in to check it because they knew like the doctor comes, they're going to stop it.
Yeah.
So they gave him every opportunity, every chance. I've just, you kind of get a bit nasty at that point where you saw in wrestling exchange, you're rubbing your knuckles in the cuts and stuff. And
Yeah.
you get that sort of like, but yeah, he's a good lad as well. He's a nice lad. But yeah.
So that was the fight when you were 19.
20. I turned 20 there.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was it. So this fight, when you were 20, is this the one where they had the cuts and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So you reckon everything was against you for that?
100%.
Your very first one?
Yeah, definitely.
And so they wouldn't bring the doctor in and you won on what? A split decision?
So they did stop it. Eventually it went to it went to the rounds, in between the round. Then the doctor has to come in.
Yeah, right.
So
Okay. Just to check you in between.
Yeah, exactly. Then they had to stop it. But yeah.
Those cuts are nasty, man. Like I always think like boxing, obviously you get cuts, but MMA, it's them elbows, the knees.
Horrible.
It's disgusting. Like I've seen people's faces open up like a full-on axe wound.
Yeah.
Like they've been hit with an axe in the cheek or the eye. You ever had any cuts?
I had a cut here, but not that bad. You can't really,
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because it's not like a cut where you get hit with an axe for say. No. It's like pressure, isn't it? It's like the skin takes that much pressure. Warm. Yeah, it sort of splits under pressure.
This my coach Jack Mason. He's like UK MMA legend as well. He had one of the worst cuts I've ever seen, and it was from here to here.
So from his nose to the outside of his eye.
The whole thing. I'll find it after. His whole thing opened, and like you could put your hand in it, and there's a video of the doctor just playing with it like that.
So you could fit your fingers into this.
Oh yeah, disgusting. And it was just a flying knee, and it hit him there, and the ref jumped in. Mark Goddard jumped in straight away. We're stopping it. He's like, I'm fine.
And then it opens.
You ain't fucking fine. We're stopping it. And then he saw it and he was like, fair. But
well, you don't feel the cuts, do you?
No.
You just feel the trickle of the blood coming down your face.
Warm there. Like,
yeah, that bit of warm.
Something's pissing down my cheek.
Done myself a mischief.
Yeah, that's it. But I've been pretty lucky with the cuts. So is that wood? A bit of that resin. But,
tell us more about this journey. So you won this belt, made for the cage at 20. This put you at like one of the top fighters in the country. Yeah. You got notice from UFC on the back of this fight?
Yeah, so it was kind of a funny time. The promotion I fought for, I was under contract with Cage Warriors, and they weren't having any events for their backing was out, or they didn't have any funding. So I was under contract, but I couldn't get a fight because they weren't doing any events, and they gave me sort of a one fight leeway to have this fight. They was like, you can go fight elsewhere.
So they let you fight somewhere else.
Yeah. And then in the contract, there's a clause, if you get signed to the UFC, like we'll release you because, we'll let you go over there. So I was desperately trying to get to the UFC just to fight. And I kept asking. I was like, any pull out, put my hand up, I'm ready. And eventually after this, there was 4 featherweights on a card in Berlin. And I watched all 4 of them. I was like, one of them's getting injured and I'm having it.
Yeah.
And I remember I wrote it down. I'm going to fight one of these guys, this card. I'm going to win. I'm going to get bonus. And 5 days, I got the call. Berlin, you're in. I was like, yep, let's go.
5 days out.
Yeah, 5 days.
And were you ready for that? Were you like anticipating a call up?
I was like, I wasn't like full ready, but I was ticking over enough to be like, I know something's coming. And then they called for 5 days and they said, if you're not on this flight, you don't make it to Berlin for this day, you're not having it. I was like, okay. So I remember being there, doing all the medicals and the brain scan, have your eyes dilated.
Yeah.
I was on the way to, Heathrow. My eyes are all like this. I can't see shit. I'm like trying to get on the plane. But yeah, we got there, made the weight, won the fight. Won a bonus. And
so you won was that a 4-man tournament, did you say?
No. So there was 4 featherweights fighting on the card. And I was saying, one of those is getting injured and I'm having it. So, yeah.
And that was the UFC?
Yeah. In Berlin.
So that was
style crowd as well.
Yeah, wow. So that was your in. It was a call-up.
Yeah. And that was, back then, that was kind of the way to get in. Someone got injured, someone puts their hand up,
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so I kept every time someone got hurt.
So what year was that? 2015 would have
15,
been?
yeah, 2015.
21?
Yeah, yeah.
So 21 years of age,
Mm.
you've then stepped up to
Yeah.
professional. That's like the best of the best.
Yeah, it
the
was.
professional
It was good.
league.
It was Father's Day after as well. So that was pretty nice. Had my dad, my brother. We went out.
I see all your family came with you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
lovely.
And being Berlin is a bit of a funny city.
Yeah.
So we went. The only place was open was some sort of strip club thing in Berlin. My dad's worked the doorman.
Cologne's the one you want to go. So I've heard. So I've heard. It's good Cologne is for them after parties.
So we'll take my dad. We'll take him to the club, whatever. Be a laugh. He's worked the door strip clubs for years.
Yeah.
We used to have a picture of him with all the ladies, their tits out in the fridge. In my friend's car, I'm like, it's Dan and his mates. But he was stone cold asleep. He was just sitting there, didn't give a fuck. So whatever. My brother's like overhead pressing one of the girls, like in the back. Just the funniest time. So
That was a celebration.
Yeah, I was like, this is the bollocks. Yeah.
You mentioned your dad. Is it Pacer?
Yeah.
So
He's got the
that's
weirdest
the name
name.
before, and I still got it.
Yeah.
It's a very unusual name.
Yeah.
Pacer Allen.
Yeah.
So he was a professional strongman.
Yeah.
Back in the day, competed in Britain's Strongest Man, which is that. I mean, just to get to that level is very elite. Where did he place back when he was competing?
I don't know. To be honest, my brother might know better than me. I don't know.
You don't know?
You asked my dad.
To make Britain's Strongest Man, you
Yeah.
have to be like the top 10 in Britain.
Yeah.
I think the thing is his strengths are really good, but his moving events weren't.
Right, okay. So he's a strong man and not very good at the moving events. Very static strong man. Reminds me of someone that does.
But he's like, so he fought MMA at professional level as well. And
Before the strongman or after?
So
Right,
he says MMA saved his life sort of thing because he's only 5'8", should be built like me, right?
Yeah.
He was 130 kilos, I think he's heaviest.
Fuck my life.
I used to just think he was a little fat bastard.
5'8", 130 kilo.
So he used to get in the car.
Sam, can you look up Pacer Allen for
you
me
got
and
any
see if we can
photos?
get a picture?
Have you got him at his like biggest?
Can you drag us a picture up if you've got one? Can you see him there?
Yeah, he's not his biggest now.
Where is he? Is that him?
That's not long ago.
That's not long ago.
Yeah.
So just found a picture of your dad.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
like last year. But he
He's a big unit, and that's not his biggest.
no, that's like now.
Oh wow! So he's a big guy then.
Yeah, but
What-
he's only short.
but he's got to be what 100 plus kilo there.
Yeah, I think he's about 105. He sits at.
Yeah, but 5'8".
But he I used to think because you get in the car and like he'd be out of breath getting his inhaler. And I remember as a kid just thinking, "You're fat, there. Like, you need to get in shape, like you fat bastard."
Yeah. It's relaxed muscle.
Yeah. But he was always had a six pack.
I know. Like, I always had that problem. You look absolutely ginormous.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all like the underlying muscle. You have this massive stomach. It's
protruding out.
It's humongous. It makes you look so fat, but it is just relaxed
It's
muscle.
the hardest thing to
Trust
buy,
me.
buy
Trust me.
clothes because he's 5'8", but then he had to wear the big trousers, the boot cut trousers. Yeah.
So like the 80s, 90s Dorian, stretchy pants.
The Triple XL brand. wasn't it?
Triple XL, that was it.
Yeah, I remember seeing those.
So that must have been pretty cool growing up with a dad as a strong man.
Yeah, so me and my brother used to just be in the gym all the time. Him and his mates screaming and slapping each other, and it's different. It was different. And I've probably seen more fucking adult Todger as a kid than any other kid. Being around the gyms, like going in the showers and I'm just like, what in the fuck is this? What is going on? But it was good. It was good growing up, seeing that.
Did you do any training with your dad in the gym?
Yeah.
So you lifted some weights?
Always as kids we were lifting.
Because your brother is, you won Europe's Strongest Man under 90.
Yeah.
What's your brother's name?
Jake Allen, yeah.
Jake Allen.
Yeah, so
Jake Allen is in the studio. And
Jake in the family, he's the athlete. Like he's the freak athlete. But I've got a bit more up here. You got
the IQ. You got the IQ, yeah?
Yeah. He's like, he gets distracted with the women or the other things. Yeah.
It's pretty cool though. Like the whole family is very athletic. In some respect. Where's your mum in all this?
She's more in the she's had a few fights, not legal fights, but she's had a few.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's
So your mum's not an athlete, but she loves a good scuffle.
yeah. So
Are your mum and dad still together?
yeah.
Yeah.
But they used to work. My dad used to run a door team, and my mum was on the door team.
Oh wow. Okay. So your
And,
mum was a door woman.
Yeah, and she weren't like doing the bottles or anything. She was on the door team.
That's
yeah.
brilliant. So she was up for it.
Yeah, there's a story about her battering someone. You know the old walkie-talkies, the big radio.
Yeah.
So I think I was really young then, but she absolutely hammered someone with one of these, like clubbed him with it. His face is a mess. But the guy come around and said, like, my dad did it. Because he was embarrassed. He was like, oh no, Peter did it.
Yeah, it wasn't her, it was him.
She was like, no, it was fucking me, you can't know who you're on about. But he was a bit embarrassed and yeah.
That's pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
So the whole family is into sport. Your mum's into street fighting.
Yeah,
The sounds of things.
Yeah, she's the fighter, really. Yeah.
Going to the gym with your dad. So what sort of age were you when you were going to the gym with your dad? And were you lifting the weights with him?
Yeah.
Were you helping him put the weights on and off? What were you
For as
doing?
long as I can remember, we've been lifting, and he used to have it's like a little lockup under a train station, and it was
Was it his lockup or?
it was like a little rustic gym there.
Yeah.
I remember they had the old Citroen. You know, you used to do the car lift.
Citroen C2. The old is it the Citroen C2? The old it is.
They cut the roof out.
Like a Beetle.
Yes,
kind of,
exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember they had one of those out, the Stones and all that. I just remember him and his training partners just in there, heavy metal, screaming, slapping each other.
Yeah.
Me and my brother were like, what the fuck is going
But
on?
loving it.
Yeah, loving it. But we'd be lifting.
So what sort of things were you lifting at that? What age would you have been? Are you and your brother close in age?
He's 4 years older than me, I think.
4 years older?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Or 3 years older. Yeah.
Three.
Yeah.
3 years.
But he's, just whatever. So they do their set and then we go on the leg press after, do deadlift after. And obviously he's
okay.
lifting more than me.
What age was that? What age did you start
As
doing
long
that?
as I remember. Like,
So you would have been going, if they
I
were both
remember,
in like 2-3 years of age,
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
been in there.
yeah. We're in there for as long as I can remember anything. So,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it is
Pretty
good.
cool. And your brother's gone on to become Europe's strongest man,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
And
Yeah.
then, so how did you get into fighting?
So my brother, actually, yeah.
Jake
so,
again?
Yeah.
Just through beating you up, or?
Literally. So my brother used to beat the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know.
Mate, I resonate with you here.
Are
big
you
time.
an older brother?
I've got 2 older brothers.
Two older brothers, right?
Yeah.
So
Tell
they-
me more. Come on,
Yeah.
I'm listening. Yeah.
So he used to beat the fuck out of me.
Uh-huh.
Like, bad. He'd pin me down, spray like aftershave in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
My mum and dad used to have pepper spray. He convinced me to pepper spray myself at one point. So I did that. He used to just slap me. And I used to collect dragons, like these little toy dragons. I was like, my dragons, little porcelain dragons. He used to stand at the top of the stairs with my dragon, then throw it at me. And like, is this your favourite one? I'm like, yeah, I like that one. Smash. So I was just like, fuck, man. One day I'm going to get him. And so I started boxing. I was like, yeah, I'm going to boxing. I've always liked boxing. And he came along boxing.
Okay.
And I've never been hit, still to this day, as hard as anyone has punched me as my brother. But he can't box for shit.
Yeah.
He could just punch like a tank, but he can't fucking box. So I remember just like covering up, trying to wear him down, body shots, tire him out.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, he fucking hit hard. My boxing coach now, I still work with the same guy, Russ Smith. And he's like, yeah, the hardest anyone's ever hit the pads is your brother. And it's like, you just can't box. You just can't box.
Well, this is the thing, right? So people say that like strongmen and bodybuilders and etc. can't fight.
Yeah.
Probably can't, but they can fucking hit hard. They can hit hard.
But last time, my dad dropped me when I was a kid. We were so I said he went into MMA, he started training. I always thought MMA was the gayest thing because I see my dad rolling around with these men and that. I was like, that's fucking gay.
Cuddling, ass in his face.
So I was like, I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to go boxing, like a man's sport. I'm going to fucking throw hands.
Yeah.
Eventually, like I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll get on the ground. But he dropped me, my dad, with like his wrist. He missed the shot, cuffed the top of my head. I was probably about 14 then.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? And he said, all right. I was like, yeah, I think so. But yeah, that's just the weight of it. Just the weight of the arm hitting me. It was like, I was like, yeah. Unless he was fucking loading up on me, maybe. But yeah. Yeah.
So what age was that when you started boxing then?
About 13, I'd say. I was
Oh,
boxing.
so quite late.
Yeah. Well, we were always in the martial arts gym. So when my dad had a club at the top, they had a wrestling ring. They used to do kickboxing there. Me and my brother used to do a bit of kickboxing, but it wasn't enough for me to say we were really started then. So I always say like 12-ish, we're in martial arts. But
Okay.
yeah.
And then started getting into, so you got into boxing so you could beat your brother up.
Yeah. And then eventually
Basically.
it wasn't the boxing that saved me. It was the jiu-jitsu. So
Okay.
we went on holiday together. He's like jokingly gone, "Oh, I'll fight you for the big bed."
Yeah.
All right. I remember getting him an armbar. You probably don't remember. And I was fucking...
That never happened.
I was
never happened.
wrenching the fucking arm. I've got this arm. I was like, fucking years of torment. And like, I think I was about 15, 16 then. Yeah, he tapped. And I was like,
Got it.
that's fucking it.
And is that when you started your jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
And you were
that was
15?
the last fight me and my brother had as well. So
Okay.
yeah, still I think he's
So you finally beat your brother up at 15.
I'd say beat him up.
Yeah.
He's a loose cannon, to be honest. I wouldn't want to fight him.
Mate, I grew up with two older brothers, and
Yeah.
I can hand on heart say I didn't go a single day in my life where I wasn't punched in the face or I was throwing a punch.
That's the
Like
one.
every day was a war.
Every
and
day.
they weren't even soft fights. Like we were trying to break each other's noses. We
Yeah.
were trying to like open each other up with swords, rakes, whatever we get our hands on. Like we hated each other growing up. So I completely feel you. That feeling. I was bullied.
Yeah.
I'll plain say it. I was full on bullied
Yeah.
by my two older brothers.
Yeah, same thing.
It-
I'm glad it's just the one though.
Yeah. So I had that two over, man. It's it definitely puts you in a different direction when you get beat up like that, and you know
You have to hard
things taken from you,
You have
and
to tough it up.
you have to toughen up.
Yeah.
I think it sounds bad talking about it in that respect, but I think it's a really good thing. I'm actually glad that my older brother beat the shit out of me on a daily basis.
It made you what you are.
It made me a tough man, and it made me want things in life, and it made you realize that you have to go through the shit, through the struggles.
Well, to be fair,
get
though,
them.
I will say to his credit, he's not a total asshole. So when I was, he worked on the docks. We were like loading containers and stuff. That's what everyone does where we're from. It's
Right,
you
yeah.
either drive a truck, work on trucks, load trucks, or if you're smart, you maybe do a haulage office
Yeah.
and earn real money and don't bust your back. But yeah, we were doing a bit of handballing, loading containers and whatnot. And my brother gave me a time limit. He's like, "You're not working here any longer than that, or I'm fucking like, I'm not letting you work. I'm going to pay you away, help your training, whatever." And he just made sure I wasn't stuck doing the same thing that other people were doing, like working down there and, wasting talent and all those things. So
Yeah.
he was a big motivator in that way.
Well, I'm same here.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk shit,
No.
but yeah, it's I think someone to look up to is very important, and brothers are that person. So boxing at 13, jiu-jitsu at 15, combining the two together. How was school for you, firstly? Was primary school okay, high school okay? Are you academic? Are you a bit behind?
I got kicked out of school.
You got expelled?
Yeah.
What age?
15, I think it was, yeah.
Okay, so you got to like year 10,
Yeah.
before the last year.
It was just before the exams. So
Yeah,
I was
okay.
15. And I didn't do any. I never did anything bad. Not fighting, not nothing like that. Just fucking about.
Uh-huh.
And I think I just had in my head what I wanted to do already. Like I knew that this what I'm doing now is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I think work experience did the opposite for me.
Yeah.
I worked in an office for 1 week and I was like, fuck that.
Shit.
I'm never doing that. I was like, I will never do that. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, some people love it.
What were you expelled for specifically? You must have been a specific reason.
No, even just like I had report cards and finally we had a teacher and her name was, she's the deputy head, Miss Doyle.
Miss Doyle.
And I'm going to out her
There's
'cause
always
she was,
a Doyle.
she
at
was
high
a
schools.
cunt.
Do you have a Miss Doyle at school?
And
I had a Miss Doyle.
Did you?
Yeah.
So she, picture Betty Boo, but like wrinkly
Betty Boo.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the little bob,
Betty
red
Boo.
skirt.
Let's get Betty Boo. I
High
can't
heels.
quite picture
No,
Betty
like
Boo
the little,
right
it's
now.
like a cartoony thing.
Yeah. I think
But like a bit wrinklier.
it's like a really old cartoon, isn't it,
Betty Boo. That one on the right. The like cartoon thing.
Ah, yes, I know. what you
Yeah,
mean.
this.
Yeah.
Her.
Okay, so you like her.
But a wrinkly old bitch.
Oh, okay.
She was fucking horrible.
Right, Miss Doyle, you wrinkly old bastard.
Just I remember because she was always on my case, and I never
Had it out for you.
Yeah, and I never did anything like bad. I was never like some kids come to school and they were friends. They were drinking. They pushed her over, and like there was a whole thing. I never did anything like that. They stayed in school, and I was just having a bit of fun, like whatever. Me and my mates having a bit of a laugh. And I just remember her pulling me to the side and bringing me to our office. And this is when I got kicked out. She said, "If you ever come back to this school, we'll call the police. Like you'll be reported." So I didn't do my exams.
Wow.
I got called after the exam. They said, "Why didn't you attend your exams?" And I was like, "Miss Doyle said if I do my exams, they'll call the police." And then that wasn't true.
Oh, wow.
She also said to me, she said, "People like you'll never amount to anything. You'll be nothing, and that's what you'll be." And I was just like, I'll raise you that. We'll see. Let's have it.
Yeah, I had that speech from a few teachers when I was a young kid, and it puts fire in your belly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to hear shit
I
like that.
just think like, I don't have kids yet, but like, if I had a kid in school and he was wanted to do something, I don't want someone like that to crush their dreams. Maybe you believe it, maybe it takes on.
I think the opposite. I think it can ignite fires. I think it can really spark the dreams. I mean, I was told that. So I was said, I remember it was a substitute teacher that actually took me to one side, kept me behind a class once because I was being an absolute fucking dick. And I was a big swimmer at the time, so I was like an Olympic standard swimmer. And I remember it was like, "What are you gonna do when you finish?" "Oh, I'm just gonna go swim, like be an athlete.
That's what I
I'm
wanna
just
do."
gonna be a swimmer."
Yeah.
And he was just proper stabbing me in the chest, like, "You fucking idiot! That's gonna make you fucking money." Anyway, this one conversation made me walk out of that classroom, and I was just like, "Wow!" I was like,
Yeah.
everything kind of made sense. He's like, "It's completely right." Like this ignorance of like, I don't want to be academic. I just want to do sport. And it made me knuckle down a little bit more. I still got expelled, but it made me knuckle down that little bit more to learn.
Sure.
And because I reckon it's because of this guy, I actually got 7 GCSEs, 8 to Cs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was allowed back in for my exams.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So the police weren't threatened. But I know, yeah. But those, I think those teachers sometimes that say those kind of things, sometimes they're good to hear.
Yeah. I don't think our intentions were positive, though. If that means, you know what I mean?
I don't think his were.
No, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. I think that, and it's just like with you, it's ignited something in you to be like, fuck you, yes, I am.
It.
And it makes you try that little bit harder.
Yeah. Definitely that. But fuck them.
Fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. If they can see me now.
Yeah.
Miss Doyle.
I've got a 4K at home.
You fucker. Wrinkly old bastard.
To be honest, she's probably not still around.
Oh, rest in peace, Miss Doyle. We're very sorry. Shouldn't speak ill of the dead.
No.
Bless us all.
Yeah.
Bless us all.
That was just...
So expelled from school. So that would have been around about the same time you started the jiu-jitsu then.
Yeah.
When you expelled from school. Talk us about that journey from like training, getting into amateur MMA. Because what was your very first fight? Like, what was that like?
Oh, yeah.
How old were you?
14, I think. Yeah, 14.
Like not in the street, like in MMA, yeah?
Yeah, like an actual
14, wow, okay.
Yeah, so I had a amateur boxing. I started amateur boxing. And it would have been earlier. But my first coach, boxing coach, I didn't know this, but he had issues with everyone in the circuit. And
all right.
I think people didn't want him, he was falling out with everyone.
Yeah.
And I kept asking, I was like, when am I going to fight? When am I going to fight? Like, I need to fight. I want to fight. I was desperate to compete. And he's just like, you're not ready. And I was like,
no one liked him, so.
Yeah, so no one had him on the show.
Yeah.
Eventually it worked out. And I had 5 amateurs. And, but the first amateur fight, it was like in a little hall, back when smoking inside was a thing. A cloud of smoke just above the ring. Like your head's basically in it. And, I remember I'm left-handed, so I fought southpaw.
Oh, you're a southpaw.
Yeah.
I fucking hate fighting southpaws. Southpaws are such a fucking headache to fight.
They're the best.
You bastard.
So I hate southpaws too. Yeah. So I came across, what was it, 3 2-minute rounds amateur, junior amateurs, and I just threw about 100 left hands at this boy.
Yeah.
Gassed the fucking 2 rounds. Round 3, I just covered up because I was exhausted. luckily I hit him enough in the first two that I
win the
won it.
points,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, fuck. I've never been so tired in my life. I was
It's that adrenaline, isn't it?
yeah, that dump of energy just gone.
People don't quite understand that. I mean, a lot of people watching this will not have probably ever had a fight in their life. And when you watch these fights, you're thinking, why is he gassed?
Yeah.
Like, it's only like second round, second minute in. When you get hit in the face and that adrenaline kicks, it's almost like you tense up.
Yeah.
And then like all that
That
fitness just goes out the window.
This is I get asked a lot by young guys wanting to compete and stuff, and any advice on my first comp, I'm just like, have fun. Just have fun, mate.
Try and have fun.
Yeah. And then where I've done a lot of coaching and stuff, sometimes you'll see a lad who's trained 2 years and a lad who's come a couple of months. This lad's got it. This lad ain't got it.
Yeah.
But he's been there a couple of years and this lad gets it.
Yeah.
You know, he's got that, maybe a bit of spite in him, and he wants to hurt someone. He wants to go.
Yeah, that's a big part of it as well.
Being not timid and
yeah.
yeah,
That's a big part of it. You got to be willing to hurt people.
yeah.
Which is a lot of people don't want to do, isn't
It's
it?
the weirdest thing. So this for my brother. He had how many boxing you had? Like 5 as well. He lost 4, 1-1. So, in the gym.
Yeah.
In the gym, he would try and kill everyone. Everyone. Like everyone, he would try and take. I've seen him knock people out, like big guys and all this. In the fight, he was just like tapping.
Yeah, that's
what the fuck are you doing?
It's quite common.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighters that are renowned for that, like training so ferociously, and then they get in the ring and it's just like, it's like 40% less than what they've been doing in training.
Yeah, we were just like, you punch so hard.
Yeah.
But this guy is like, you don't want to hurt this guy?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah.
It's quite common though.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, but you've got to have that. You've got to have that inner self to be like, right, I'm gonna fucking break this guy's face.
Yeah.
You've got to have that.
That's it. You have to.
So from 15, how many fights do you reckon you had until you hit the UFC?
I was 9-1 when I signed, so 10 pro fights.
So pro, and what about amateur?
I had about 10. So.
Okay, so not that many.
No, I had
So
about
like 20, 25 fights in total when you hit the UFC.
Well, I had about 14, but like MMA fights was like 8 MMA fights, 5 boxing, like 3 kickboxing, like all that sort.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so about 26 fights, something like that, and then you hit the MMA, the UFC. Once you did that first fight in Berlin, what was it like after that? Were you pretty quick pace? Like, would they want you back for more fights and build up the rankings?
So
and you were fighting at featherweight at this point?
Yeah. I've always, other than this one, always featherweight. And I wanted to be active. So before then, I'd had 6 in a season, in a year. And then they just kind of kept getting bookmarked for the London card. So we're going to the UK, and I was like, all right, cool. And I'll be away in camp training. Yeah. Like, I'd never not been prepping and trying to get better and all that. And they're like, we've got a show in London in 4 months. We'll just put you on that. And I'm like, I'm good now. I'm ready to go.
Travel. You want to get stuck in.
So there was a few years like that where I was all year just like, I want to be the best in the world. Going to be the best in the world. All this. Just training. But no fight, no reward. Getting 1 a year for a couple of years, steadily going, like, get a win. And then like, by the time I get to the next one, the momentum's gone. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at now. So I got a win, and I've been off for a year injured. And, it's the only time I've actually been out of the gym in my career. But maybe it's good in a way because I get like hungry to get back. I've never been this hungry to get back and get after it. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, injuries are a weird one because you're so desperate mentally to get in the gym and do stuff. Yeah. But then you've got that other side of your head, your brain, that's like, you cannot go to the gym because you've got to heal. Yeah. So it's a real sort of heaven and hell sort of balance in your head going on. Yeah. Sort of like balance. Yeah.
This is what I've seen. You might have seen this in the strongman world as well, where you have guys that are good, but they don't train super consistent. And they never get any injuries. They never have. They're always fresh, but they're always good. But they're always fresh. And sometimes I look at them, I'm like, maybe I should do less. Maybe I should fucking do less.
I found that with the strongman in the end, though. Really? It's like, the guys that train the least tend to be the better ones. Like they just get in and do what the what the events are, and then bugger off. Towards the end, that's pretty much. I mean, I still train for 3-4 hours, but you get in and you do just the events and then you get out.
Right.
And I've trained with people like Tom Aspinall. Have you trained with Tom?
No.
So Tom's pretty much the same.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you ask him what he does around fighting, it's not that much.
Okay.
Does a little bit of strength conditioning. And I'm like, what do you do for your cardio? And he's like, just fight train.
Just fight training.
I'm like,
yeah.
do you not run? Do you not swim? He's like,
Yeah.
no. I said that my cardio is just fight training. And when you think about it, it's very
Makes
simplistic, but it just makes sense.
Hitting pads, sparring.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Like, why would you want to be fit at running, at swimming? At
The running
whatever?
times are relevant.
It is irrelevant, and it's just impact on your knees and
Yeah.
knackers you out. So sometimes less is more.
True. That was what I was saying earlier about not being active, having those 1 fights a year. It's like I was training for a fight all year, every year.
Yeah,
So yeah, like all year, balls out, going, waiting, getting injuries, and then
yeah. So that's probably where you've had your downfall. Then
Yeah.
is sometimes you're better off having a fight every 3 months because you can go balls out for 12 weeks and then have a few weeks off.
yeah, and you know you're going to be back.
Exactly, yeah, and then get back into another 12-week camp, few weeks off.
Yeah,
So but the fact you've kept your foot to the floor constantly, so it's probably done you a disservice.
yeah. But I think now having to draw back and have another look at things, go right, because the plan is to be champion. You know that I'm getting offered the fights that are going to put me in that position. Just need to make it to them, and then we're good. You know, so.
Yeah. So how many fights have you had in the UFC now?
13.
13. So your first one was when you were 20?
21, yeah. So
21?
31 now, yeah. I've had 13 in 10 years. Not great.
Wow, that's not a lot.
It's not great.
Yeah, it's not a lot. And you ranked number 4?
Yeah.
Right now, how's the ranking system work? Just give me like an idiot proof.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't even tell you how it works. So I think,
so obviously to be the champion, you'd have to fight for the title. And
see, this is what I've always said though. With the rankings, it doesn't matter. Like you could. So now with someone gets a load of hype in, they make a load of noise. He could be ranked number 11. But he's getting number 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that 3's fighting 2 or 4's fighting 3.
Right.
If you're 11 and you're talking all the shit, making all the noise,
you're gonna get that
fighting
fight.
number 1. So yeah. So unless you're champion.
So you're talking. We're gonna throw some shit out now. Who are we picking a fight with?
Yeah, the guy everyone wants to see me fight Yair Rodriguez. He's fought for the title. He had the interim champion. He's fought for the title twice, I believe.
Okay.
I believe so. He had the interim. It's a great fight.
Yeah.
But I need to get healthy. That's it. Yeah. But this is the problem as well. In the off, like the downtime, I'm sitting there. People are like, you need to ask for someone. You need to ask for someone. I'm like, I ain't gonna call anyone out if I can't fight. It's
a real tough position to be in because you want to step back in, but you also need to blow the cobwebs off.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
We don't get that luxury.
That's what I say. You don't get that luxury in the UFC because if you
like,
blew the cobwebs off with, say, a lower down federation, and then you're sort of breaking the contract. So there's nothing you can do.
With like boxing, you'd be like, oh, I've had a few months off. Give me some shit. Give me some plumber, and I'll batter him. Then I'll fight that guy.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
So you've got to if you get injured, which you have done.
Yeah.
Been out for nearly a year.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Over
a year now. Yeah.
It's a year now. Yeah. And now you've got to get back in, and you could be fighting the UFC.
We'll be fighting the top dog. Yeah.
And you will be fighting the top dog.
Yeah, we'll be top guys. So it's only going to be top 10 world class fighters. So.
Of course.
Yeah, but I'll bring it on. Whatever. Yeah, let's have it.
It's it's sort of like silver lining, isn't it? That so you because in the UFC you've got to fight in the top 10. Anything outside the top 10 doesn't really exist outside the UFC.
So that my last fight was the same as Tom when he defended his interim championship.
Yeah.
And now he's fighting October 25th, so it'll be a bit over a year later.
Yeah.
And he's defending he's defending the title. But off a year, they're not gonna. Here's some candor, warm you into it.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Yeah. So Tom can't really blow the cobwebs off either. No. It's just you've got to deal with it. And the guy's fighting's probably had a few fights in the last year.
Luckily, I guess I don't think he has.
So maybe in the same.
He hasn't been so active either. Yeah. So
okay.
No.
What's the injury you've got?
So it was this 2023 December. I got thrown on my shoulder and I separated my AC joint, tore my labrum, rotator cuff, load of other shit. And the only thing that's really annoying, when I first did it, I was a few weeks out from my fight, And you know, when you're in that camp mentality, it's like kill or be killed.
Yeah.
Like nothing fucking matters. I'm fighting. I was like, yeah, whatever, cool. I'll just fucking ice it for a week and then we'll fight. And I fought a Russian guy, Mozvar Evloev, really good, undefeated. I feel like I won the fight. A lot of people, obviously I'm going to say I won, but a lot of people say I won. It was controversial.
Okay.
There was a point with a grounded rule sort of thing where I had him in a head and arm position here, headlock, front headlock.
Yeah.
And I was kneeing his head. And
Is that not allowed?
so it is,
Right.
but he was playing the rules of putting his fingertips on the floor.
So
they-
it's 3 points of contact.
Yes,
Is that right?
exactly.
So, you can't hit when there's 3 points
yeah.
of contact on the
So
floor.
I was pulling him up, and as I pull him up, I'd knee him in the head. So his
Ah.
hand was off the mat.
Yeah.
But they stopped it and were like, "Oh no, we'll give him time to recover. That's a foul."
Oh.
So it was a mistake on the ref's part, and
Yeah.
there was confusion because that state didn't recognize the new rules. It was something weird.
yeah.
So I got fucked basically, and that fight would have probably been a title eliminator as well. So
Yeah.
and so I got fucked on that, and then I felt like I got fucked on the decision, which happens, you know.
So you got fucked twice that match.
yeah. And but you know, it is what it is. So then I ignored this and had another fight. I won it, got back to the winning ways. And I was like, sweet, fucking let's get this ball rolling. Had a couple of weeks rehab, resting, went first day of camp, and I woke up and I couldn't do this.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, right, that ain't happening. And I have a surgeon I'd seen in London. He did a scan. He was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, you don't need surgery. No worries. I was, sweet. Give me a cortisone shot.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had many of them.
Yeah. Sent me on my way. Did a bit of rehab in Vegas at the UFC's Performance Center.
Yeah.
Really great. I don't know if you've been out there.
Yeah, I've been, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
fantastic
pretty
facility.
cool.
Good people as well to look after. I was flying, did 8 weeks of training. I was like, fucking sweet, we're going to get a fight. And just suddenly something happened and I was back to square one.
Oh, man.
And so there I go.
Stuff like that's so frustrating because it's always, as I say, it's just something so simple. It's like
Yeah.
one strand of nerve or just something trapped. It's always
Yeah.
something so simple that aggravates it. And
Yeah.
as I say, like you literally, I've had it many a time where you just kink something.
Just doesn't feel right.
It'd be all right. And then the next day it's like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, what have I done?
Yeah, it's one of them, and it's just I end up having. I think you've seen the guy. I had a stem cell and PRP treatment with someone in Stafford.
Okay, in
Stafford.
Stafford. I have never had any.
He mentioned someone of his team maybe had worked with.
Okay.
But he did this, treated it,
Yeah.
had a load of stuff there, trying to avoid surgery basically.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to know about 6 or 7 people who've had shoulder surgery, and
You want to avoid shoulder
Yeah.
surgery as much as you can.
that's what I'm
Like,
doing.
Yeah.
So, have you had yours then?
I haven't, no, but I've had a lot of friends that have had
Right.
shoulder surgeries and it's like, it's career ending.
That's what I've seen. So
Yeah.
I went the stem cell route, and you know what? It was pretty good. It's holding up. It's just taking a bit of time. The only thing that's getting me, I don't usually get down about things like that, but like I'm realistic. The clock is ticking.
Yeah.
It's a short lifespan. Got to play catch up when I'm healthy again as well to get to that top level. I get messages every fucking day. Like, you need to fight. You're a cunt. Like you know, you're wasting your prime.
You're a cunt.
People saying like you're wasting your prime, and I'm sitting there like I fucking know you can't. So
Yeah.
I'm like, do you think I don't want to fight? I'm like, I've dedicated my whole fucking life to this. I'm like, I've got the war wounds. They're gonna have the CTE to go with it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've given everything. I'm injured because I've given everything. I'm like, I don't not want to fight. So
Yeah. How's the injury now?
pretty good. I'm optimistic. I say optimistic. I'm gonna fight this year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a fight in 2025?
Yeah,
Definitely.
even if it's December 31st.
Yeah.
Even if you have to fucking get me on a wheelchair and wheel me there, I'll have it because at that point I need to earn some fucking money.
What's the last time you fought? So December 23, did you say?
Last time I fought was July. It was like 29th or something. So yeah,
July
like a year
29th
now.
in 2023.
Yeah, 2024.
2024.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just over a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this fucking depressing. This is all like
Well, it's just all a frustrating scenario. As I say, because you're in the UFC, you're restricted, you can't have your
Yeah.
warm-up fights, you've got to keep yourself in the
Yeah.
deep end.
it's also like I don't know why you probably haven't because you've done a great job with yourself and your branding and all those things, but like the identity crisis of like the fear of never being able to fight. I've never had these thoughts before until this is the only time in my life I've ever been out of the gym. And I'm lucky with my wife, to be fair, because I just vent to her about, I walk around the house at 4 a.m. and I'm like, I'm fucking injured still. I'm fucking injured. And she's like, you'll be all right. We'll get back there. And I'm like, all right, yeah. But
yeah, no, it's tough, man.
just like, what do I do if I don't do this? And I'm not ready to. I'm not ready to not do this.
Yeah, no. Those are all questions that sort of ponder through your head your entire career.
Yeah,
it's like it's almost all you've got.
Yeah, that's like who you are as a person.
And you, yeah, exactly. And you like your journey doesn't end until you are number one.
Yeah,
until you are that champion.
That's the goal.
And that's the only time for me that I'd think, right, I have to achieve that, or else I cannot look in the mirror every day and be a content man. Yeah. So you almost like you keep chasing that.
That's still where I am. Yeah, that's my thought. It's like I need that fucking gold.
And stuff like the injuries are getting in the way, and obviously being in the UFC, even though it's like the only avenue, it's actually a hindrance.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you can't have your warm up fights and your dusting off fights.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly that. And to be honest, I'm not. The thought of getting back and having the warm-up fights, that's irrelevant to me. It's just the time wasted being out.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
What about finances around that kind of thing? Because obviously, if you're not fighting, you're not kind of earning the big prize money. And so, how do you get by with that during these sort of periods?
So we have again, lucky with my wife. I started. Not anything like you do or anything like that, but we started doing YouTube stuff. It makes we make like 20 quid a month off it. Selling t-shirts.
What's the channel?
Just Arnold Almighty Allen. That's it.
Almighty Allen.
I think it's just Arnold Almighty.
Arnold Almighty. So anyone listening in, go to YouTube and check out Arnold Almighty.
Yeah. So we started, I fucking hated it. Like my first half of being in the UFC, I didn't know you had to have a character. I didn't know you had to be that. I was just like, I'm going to win a fight.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat this guy, get the title, win the belt, ride off in the sunset.
Yeah.
That was the goal. And now I'm like, fuck, if you don't make some noise, have that character and talk a little, you ain't going to get that opportunity.
Yeah.
So that's why I started the UFC, not the UFC, the YouTube.
Yeah.
To put my character out there a bit without being a sellout, just being myself. And
it's a tough world, that is. I completely get you. I mean, I was the same with the Strongman. You had to be a personality to get noticed.
To stand out.
Have to be a personality to get the sponsors. And you have to be a personality to get the opportunities. You have to be.
And this is what I've built now.
But in your world, it's like, do you want to be the Conor McGregor?
No, that's not me, no.
That's what I mean.
This is my brother's always telling me to do that. I'm like, come on, mate, you know me.
There's levels to it, isn't there? There's ways to go about it. You play the nice guy, you play the bad guy, you play the guy in the middle. It's
do you know what
do you do with it?
I've built a fan base of autistic and gay guys.
That's the best kind.
Everyone says Arnold Allen's my favorite autistic fighter. I'm like, I've never been diagnosed, just like so you know. But,
right, okay.
And every day I get messages of bundles of gay guys sending me shit, and I'm like, well, this is the empire I've built. This is the empire I've built. So I'll fucking take it.
Embrace that empire, bro.
Yeah. So if you want to buy a shirt, you're gay, straight, whatever, I don't care. But it crossed the line one day when I woke up and some guy sent me a video, and did you check your messages? Like, do you see?
I try not to anymore, to be honest.
So
probably for the reason I'm about to hear.
So my social media presence is still pretty small.
Yeah.
So I check most messages. I'm still able to see most messages. I woke up, some guy sending me stuff. I'm like, oh, cheers, mate. He's sending me like, oh, I'd love to fuck you. I'm like, nice one, mate. Thank you. Just shit like that.
Yeah.
And one day, I think maybe you got the wrong message. I woke up, a video, and I clicked it. And it was him just bent over, fingering his ass.
Oh, Jesus, man.
And it was about 5 a.m. I was getting up for my training. I just threw my phone on the side and was like, fuck that. I was just like, fuck this. First time I ever blocked anyone, I was like, fuck that. I ain't seeing that shit anymore. It's like, no more. That's the line. Yeah.
But this is the brand you've created.
This is the empire I've built. This is the empire I've built. But yeah, I'm not quite struggling OnlyFans style yet. I don't need to start selling my ass to the boys. But yeah, Yeah, we'll get there if I don't fight this year.
Fair enough. So back to the subject.
Yeah.
We got a bit sidetracked there. So yeah, finances in general, you're just finding other avenues to sort of keep that income. So selling clothing.
Yeah, so, and fucking my missus, she was in university, so I met her in Canada when I was training. And
That's cool.
yeah, so I met her in Montreal, and she was in university. I was about 22 when I met her, and she was in uni to be like a fucking something that makes a lot of money.
A doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah, like with numbers and stuff. I don't know.
So an accountant.
Something like that. An actuary.
An actuary. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. What's an actuary?
I don't might be the
No
term.
one in the room knows. We're Googling it right now. Everyone in this room is thick.
Yeah.
Actuary.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. What is an actuary?
There you go. There's the documents. Risk assessors. I don't know.
What does...
Analyzes financial risks and uncertainty. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And yeah, so she was supposed to do that.
Okay.
And
So she's clever clogs.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we ended up in England for a while after when she finished uni. And she was like, I don't want to be stuck in an office, kind of same as you. It's like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, fuck. She didn't want to be this, earn all this money doing that job. I was like, ooh, okay, do what you want. And eventually she was just, going to go to the gym. I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, do what you want. Eventually she's just like, I can make you shirts and do stuff. And that's how we ended up with the Almighty merch. She does all the branding, all the...
Brill. So you're literally right now making your living
I'm living off my missus.
Almighty apparel.
Yeah, off of her in the sweatshop in the flat we're in.
And your missus is doing all the designs, posting and packaging, doing
She
the
does
accounts.
the lot.
Wow.
She films the YouTube.
Anyone
edits,
listening in, anyone watching, head
Yeah.
over to what's the website?
mightymerch.co because we can't afford the M.
Almightymerch.co.uk.
Just go.
Just .co. Can't
Because
even
we couldn't
afford
afford
the
the
UK.
M at the minute.
.co. So I'd be very grateful of anyone that
Thank
goes
you.
and
Thank you,
supports and buys a shirt. So that's pretty tough though.
Yeah,
So to
but she does a lot.
So to make a means in between your fights,
Yeah.
which is averaging around one a year at the minute, you're having to sell merchandise, do content on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's tough, man. That's real tough because to being a pro athlete, there's so many factors of like you've got to pay for your training.
I have sponsors, some sponsors and well, but
Okay.
yeah,
Do you want to tell me your sponsors?
Venom.
Venom, yeah.
have been a huge, this year since not competing, that has been a huge help. So
Good.
trying to, obviously they want me fighting and posting.
Yeah, of course.
content,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do my best, but yeah,
Okay. Venom, anyone else?
that's it. That's Venom.
Okay.
and,
So
yeah.
Venom have been very, very nice in helping you out. Thank you,
Yeah.
Venom. But yeah, it's tough, man, because there's so many factors with being a professional athlete. I say you've got the training, number one, you've got the traveling,
Yeah.
you've got the food.
That's it, isn't it?
It's a lot. I bet even someone
the
like you,
recovery
how heavy are you? 66 kilos?
Right now I'm about 80. So yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck me, man. You've got some weight to lose to get back into fight camp. Jesus.
But this is pretty standard,
But
actually.
80 kilo training, well, let's say 3-4 hours a day on averaging, you're consuming 4,000 calories, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, I'm eating
So it's a lot of food.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Organic. Eating
Yeah, of
good,
course, you've
not
got to-
trying to
yeah.
eat shit. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, adds up.
Okay. So you're in a tough situation in between these fights.
It's a tough sport, isn't it? But
Yeah.
this is the thing. When I was in my peak of depression of not competing and walking around the house thinking I'm going to fucking jump out the window. You see people that have real problems and friends and stuff going through real things, and it really puts it in perspective, like how much of a fucking spoiled brat I feel for feeling that way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's still a real problem.
Yeah,
It's tell us about mental health, mate. What sort of problems have you had with mental health? Because the fight game's a tough one in itself. Anyway, getting in the gym and pushing your body and mind through very, very uncomfortable situations and scenarios to then come out and be starting up businesses to support yourself. So talk us through the mental health struggles of being a top level fighter.
I'm to be fair, I'm pretty lucky with that. But just the stress of not being able to compete, not being able to perform, and it not being on your terms and being able to push through it. But just that's how I earn money. I always say when I fought for money, that's probably the time to stop. And so I'm not there yet. Not thinking that. I'm still thinking gold. That's what I want. That's all I want.
And what your goal is to be number one.
Yeah, like that is the only, obviously, if I get to the point where there's going to make a load of money having, Mickey Mouse fights and doing whatnot, I'm happy with that to make a load of money.
It's a bonus. Yeah.
I love fighting.
Part of the game. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm not there. I'm still chasing the belt. I'm still chasing the gold. And, but yeah, it just gets you down when you can't do what you love to do. And even being in the gym, it's the team, isn't it? It's your friends. It's a positive envirment.
It is. No, that's one thing I'll say about fighting is it doesn't matter what mood you're in.
Yeah.
You go and have a training session, 100% guarantee you're going to walk out feeling better. Yeah, because
exactly.
you've trained, and two, you've hung out with your mates.
Yeah, and that's it. It's just feeling fucking worthless. Then I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym, watch the sparring for a fucking another night where I can't spar. I'm sitting there like, I'm going to go help the amateur boys. And I'm eventually like, fuck's sake, like these cunts all sparring and I have to watch again. So
yeah. But so during this last year with the injury, has that been pretty tough on your mental health? Have you?
Yeah, I'd say
some bad days.
Yeah, career-wise, it's been the worst of my career because I've been inactive, but I've always been in the gym, and it's not always been my fault I haven't competed. I've had a lot of people pull out of fucking hell. I was about to say I've had a lot of people pull out of me. I've had a lot of people pull out of fights with me.
If you had said that, we know what you meant. Yeah.
I've had a lot of issues on the other end.
It's very fitting for your gay community to say that.
Boys, keep supporting. I've had a lot of issues that weren't my fault. I've had, things like even stupid things where I was supposed to compete in Boston and I was out in Montreal training, ready to go. And the visa documents got sent to the wrong address and then there wasn't enough time to process it. It's like another one where like, London, 6 months. Like 6 months, that's next year. I'm ready now. And then, so that's another year gone.
There's been some frustrating scenarios like missing flights and missing visas. And
exactly.
Shit.
Not, if everyone calls me a cunt for being inactive, I'm like, this is my fucking life. This is what I want to do. So.
Yeah, you want it. You want the fights every 3-4 months, don't you?
Yeah.
They're just not available to you.
Yeah, that's it. And then now I've built up a bit of a name. I can actually get going. But now I've finally built up a name. I'm fucking injured.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
It's tough. So aspirations to be number one at the featherweight in UFC. What then?
Defend it, build a legacy, and then maybe my fucking YouTube will get more than 1,000 followers.
Who's number one right now?
Alexander Volkanovski.
Volkanovski?
Yeah.
Is he Russian by chance?
Australian. Yeah, he's Australian. And he's
okay.
Good guy as well. He's like a nice fella. So I don't want to talk shit on him, do you? So
it's tough because we're all human beings at the end of the day. We all get in the ring and want to fight, but
he's one of those guys that everyone loves him.
You've got to respect a nice guy. If they're a nice guy,
they're a nice guy.
So,
but there's so when I fought Max Holloway, he's a really nice guy as well. But usually in the fights, he trash talks and he'll give you a bit of like this and that. And there's whole clips of people saying he didn't trash talk me because I'm too autistic. Oh, you fuckers, man. I'm not. And he said how nice. He's like, oh man, he's such a nice guy. Like he's smiling across, like giving me the thumbs up and everything. And I'm so fucking like I'm not autistic. I'm like, you can't. They're saying Max Holloway didn't trash talk me just because I'm autistic. Like,
so you got trolled in another way. Basically be nice to the special kid.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you fucking wankers. But that was a good fight. That was a fun fight.
Did you lost to Max Holloway, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did that go the distance?
Yeah, that's the decision. It was I don't want to say because then it sounds like you're making excuses. I'm not going to do that. So.
No, it's say what you want. No. Well, Max Holloway's got like a really good brand and name, hasn't he? What's he done different then to you?
Just a fucking man. He shows up, he fights often, and he brings it every time, people love him. And like the thing is, before fighting him, he's like 2-3 years older than me. And it's like, I'd been watching him as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck have I been watching him since a kid?
Sounds weird to say that, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I'm like, I see the age and it's like, wait, you're the same age as me. Like, it doesn't even make sense. But yeah, it was none. Guy's a beast, and I tried to take his head off the best I could. I fucking broke my hand on his head. I chipped the bone in my elbowing him in the head.
Oh wow!
And
so he's a hard bastard.
Yeah. And after the fight, he's like, I never saw like he was hurt. But watching the tape back, I could see like, all right, yeah, that clipped him.
Yeah, you did catch him.
But in the fight, it was just never a moment I was like, that hurt him. I was like, that didn't hurt him. I landed the elbow flush, and there's just nothing. Shook it off, come back, and I was like, okay, like, fuck it up.
Yeah, those are the likes when you, I've had that before in sparring, when you hit someone like, you bastard, and then
They're
they're
just
just
there.
straight back up, and it's, oh, fuck me,
Yeah.
you hard bastard.
Yeah, they're nothing.
Sometimes you just come across people like that that
There's
just
no
take-
emotion. They're just there.
like the Terminator. You just smack them and the head spins back round, like, right, you're having it now. Like, fuck.
You fucked up. You're like, shit.
Yeah. So, have you got any fights lined up?
No. Just
Are we-
working on it. So
We're working on it.
the goal right now is before the end of the year. So I was hoping to fight October 25th with Tom's fight in Abu Dhabi, but that might be a bit too soon. So we'll see.
Okay, tell me about your training style, because you're pretty. First off, you're a southpaw. You're a left-handed fighter, which is awkward in itself. But you're very sort of standoffy.
Yeah.
You know, tell us about your stance and the way you fight.
So
What separates you from the rest?
So I've always been very light on my feet, like bouncy, and I feel like I can hit hard, but like I in and out, move a lot. Growing up, my favorite fighter was Manny Pacquiao, and
Manny Pacquiao, yeah.
he was always the guy I wanted to.
Speed.
Yeah, fast feet, in, out, constantly moving. And that was always someone I admired as a kid watching him. And obviously in MMA, it doesn't translate fully, but like you can make it work.
Yeah.
And I've never have I shot a takedown. It's in a stat in my UFC stats. I've never shot a takedown on anyone.
So you've never gone for a takedown?
I've done like trips and stuff, but I've never like shot.
But you've never like ran in and gone
exactly,
for a takedown. Right, okay.
Which I didn't know, which is a bit disappointing because I work with a world-class wrestling coach.
Yeah.
He's got an Olympic silver medal.
Would you say though? I always think like if you're going to go for the takedown, I always think for me it's always a last resort.
Right.
Like I like to stand and fight when I'm doing my sparring in MMA. You must have the same opinion then. You love to stand and exchange rather than
and it's
wrestle.
what people want to watch, right? As an entertainment sport, it is entertainment sport. It's not WWE.
You know what? That's the big problem I think that MMA has had. A lot of sort of getting traction in the mainstream. Like boxing just goes nuts, doesn't it? You get the heavyweight boxing.
In the UK, boxing is
crazy, absolutely crazy. And I think the MMA, because of the ground game, it's sort of lost the appeal because it is boring to watch.
Yeah,
it can be boring to watch.
I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu and I love doing it, but I ain't ever gonna watch. I do watch it to learn stuff.
Yeah,
but I ain't watching it for fun.
So jiu-jitsu is that non-striking jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, like the ground.
So like jiu-jitsu, exactly. So jiu-jitsu, you watch jiu-jitsu, I find it fucking boring.
Yeah.
Because you want to see someone get smashed in the face.
Yeah.
Don't you? You want to get someone you want to see their eye hanging out. You want to see a nose break.
Exactly.
You want to see that.
That's the thing. Even so, obviously there's in MMA you can control, you can grapple, you can strike. There's a way to make it entertaining.
Yes.
Like Khabib was this way. He'd be on top and he would absolutely hammer guys.
Yeah.
He'd force them to give his neck. You know, like you'd give up.
And then he'd take it.
Yeah. That, funny enough, was kind of what was happening in this fight. I had the guy and he had all these cuts, blood everywhere. And I just kept elbowing him. And he kept trying to turn over to give his back for... I don't think he was quitting. I don't think that kind of guy would quit. But he was giving his back to, I would have been able to sink a choke in. I kept pulling him back over and be like, nah.
You
elbow you some more.
Oh, that's good in a way. Yeah. And that's more entertaining.
Yeah, but I can appreciate... So funny enough, that guy I lost to, the Russian guy, the dodgy decision, I can appreciate because his skill is crazy high, but people say he's not very entertaining. I watch it and I'm like, he's fucking good.
Skill is in grappling game.
Yeah, but he's getting better. He's good everywhere. He's really good everywhere. World class, like one of the best. But people don't want to watch it because he goes out, wrestles, takes you down, controls on the fence. And at least if you were taken down and attacking submissions, people can appreciate that.
Yeah, people just want to see action, don't they?
But so he would have got a title fight, but they didn't want to give it to him. It's not said.
Because he's a boring fighter.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really like they've come out and said, we don't want to give it, but it's obvious,
Yeah, no, I've heard of people being denied fights because they are boring. They might have won it, but they've been denied fights because they're a boring fighter.
It's one of them, it's like, it's going to be a fucking hard fight. It was like the hardest camp I've had.
Yeah.
Hard fight. I felt I won it, but whatever. but maybe not the most entertaining fight for people watching.
The KSW champion, Phil DeFries.
Yeah, of course.
Like, he's phenomenal. Like, but again, it's just because it's all groundwork.
Yeah.
It's like you just know where the fight's going to go.
Yeah.
And it's all a bit of a turn off, isn't it?
It's I think that's when you need that character on the side.
Yeah,
right? Like Chael Sonnen, where he was. So I don't know if you know the story with him. When he was fighting, he was one of the top guys, and I think he fought.
It was a Shale.
Yeah. He fought Yushin Okami like way back, and I think he was down. I think it was that fight. He was down on the card, and it was like the best fight. I might be wrong on the fight that is. They were like low on the card. It should have been like co-main event at least. And he was like, "What the fuck?" So then he came out with this shtick and started talking, and in a witty, funny way. And then next thing he's headlining shows. He's fought Anderson Silva.
Shale's, he's a very memorable person because he's got a good talking.
Yeah. But people didn't want to watch him go out and take someone down.
That's fair point.
But now you want to watch him because he's talking.
What was that show with the UFC where they put all the fighters into the
Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate Fighters. Yeah. They put all the fighters into a Big Brother house, and then they train together. And there's him. Is it Chael Sonnen and Silva? What's his name?
Vanderlei Silva.
Vanderlei Silva. Yeah. And fuck me, they get into a heated argument. And it's one of the most entertaining things.
Yeah, and he's in his slides.
They're in flip-flops and they're just like trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
But that is pure entertainment.
That's the meme, isn't it? Vanderlei comes close to him and he starts spitting at him.
Yeah.
And he shoves him and he goes, "I can't let you get close."
Yeah.
I can't let you close.
Yeah.
Fucking funny.
Yeah, have you had? Did they do Ultimate Fighter for your weight class or anything?
Yeah, but I've never been on it. So yeah,
you need to get on that, man. That'd be
coach you or something.
Yeah. Does it still go on now?
Yeah, they got one now. I think Chael's involved with it now. They're doing one now.
Hosting it.
Yeah, but it's not the same. They're not fighting at the end of it like that.
Right.
Sort of thing, yeah.
Okay. So what's next for you, mate? We're just trying to get this injury.
Yeah.
Done and dusted. You've had your stem cell therapy. You've done your PRP.
Things going. I couldn't do a push up a couple of weeks ago, so
it's still actively quite a big problem.
Yeah, no, so like that, I say a couple of months ago.
Okay.
I wasn't able to do a push-up. Now I'm lifting weights and hitting pads and stuff like that. But just that last little bit, to get there. And then we'll be back. But I'm not selling my ass on the internet just yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Are you asking for fights?
No. This is the thing. I was meant to go out to Morocco to train with some guys the other week. They're all like elite, world-class guys. I just tweaked something a little bit and I had to cancel. And it just set me back a couple of weeks. So, yeah, annoying.
It's one of those injuries that'll just keep niggling.
Yeah.
And you'll just have to find like a happy place with it.
That's what I'm working on, yeah.
Like, as you say, that less is more kind of approach.
Yeah.
Instead of doing 10 rounds, you do 8 and be like, right, it's fine.
Yeah.
Let's leave it now.
This is the problem with that. That's exactly what I need to do. But I was always my whole thing always was, if I get to the gym first, warm up, stretch, be warmer than everyone else. After the class, I do a little exercise after, do more than everyone else.
Yeah.
Then I'll be the best. So counterintuitive.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's very simplistic as the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did say you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
How'd you get that? Obviously by training jiu-jitsu, but.
So I got it a few weeks ago off my very first coach.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So how long has that taken you to get to black belt?
First time I stepped in or wore a gi.
Yeah.
It's about 17 years ago.
17 years.
Yeah.
And you've been have you been actively chasing a black belt or is it only just?
No, like, so the thing is we don't, like the pajamas and all that, the gi.
Yeah.
I don't really train in that much.
Yeah.
And
that's what I was thinking. Cause it's not, even though it's very relative to your sport, it's not.
I haven't just focused on my jiu-jitsu. I've been training everything, but I've trained with black belts for years, and so I definitely feel like I'm at that level because I train with so many great guys around the world, and maybe they whoop my ass, but I know I'm at that level with them.
Yeah.
But
so you're an official black belt jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's cool to say. It wasn't. I always thought maybe I'd compete in the gi after and do actual jiu-jitsu, but
well, this is the thing, right? So what do you do once you've had your full fight career? What do you do with yourself? And stuff like that is great because it's more of a jiu-jitsu is a non-contact sport in essence, isn't it? It's more of a keep fit, knowing how to defend yourself. So is that something maybe you'd perhaps go into and continue?
definitely.
once you're done with the UFC?
Yeah, I think so. It's been getting bigger. Like the no-gi submission stuff is definitely growing, and there's money to be made there as well. Like I know a lot of guys that do it, and they're world class, and it is fun, and they're making it funner.
Yeah.
They're changing, like they're making the rules where you have to chase submissions and you have to finish, and like you can't.
It's getting a bit more action now.
Yeah. So
yeah, I went to a show called Grapple Max in Shrewsbury.
Right.
Probably about a year ago now. I thought that was quite entertaining.
Okay.
Because they literally did. Say again?
Do you know what the rules were to?
It was, I'm going to say it was no-gi jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
And
but sometimes there's like a 10-minute round or points or submissions.
There was definitely a time limit. I think it was 5 minutes. But yeah, it was first to submission.
Yeah.
I think was the main thing. And then obviously it went to the time they'd get a referee to give them. But I think that was pretty entertaining for me. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but I went and I was like, it was pretty.
It's definitely
pretty cool.
There's definitely something to it. Like But then even with the MMA or boxing, you get shit fights. You know what I mean? You have a fight and now we're having a stand-up fight, but it's still a shit stand-up fight.
Yeah.
So not everyone is a slugfest.
The jiu-jitsu guys, because I've done a lot of training with some jiu-jitsu guys in prep for my MMA, and some of them, I don't want to upset anyone here, but they sort of get a bit of a complex.
Yeah, right. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
It's quite common with the jiu-jitsu guys. Like they feel like they're quite superior.
Of course.
And I've been in with some big guys, like 120 kilo black belts, and they've got me into a position, and they're like, right, what would you do now? And I'm like, well, I'll just smash you in the face.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you can't do that. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm training MMA. It's like, you can get me in any lock you want. I'm just going to smash you in the face.
Yeah.
So they get in these weird lock. Like,
cut your arm out.
I'd be like, right, I just go bang. And they're like, oh.
It's,
and it's like they're in a different world to.
It's one of them ones, and it's like, in this rule set, you win.
Yeah.
But like in reality, like you don't want to sit on your ass and try and choke someone. Like you're gonna get.
I always think about street fighting, right?
Yeah.
So jiu-jitsu is great for street fighting, but I feel like you have to strike.
Yeah, you can't be.
You can't just bend someone up and hope they're going to submit.
You choke someone there, then his mate comes and stamp your head in.
Exactly, man. So it's but the jiu-jitsu guys, I just find it quite. And the whole community is the same.
Yeah,
it's quite.
A friend of mine, I always say his name. He was world-class grappler, like one of the best in the world at the time. And he asked me, because he was going to do a combat jiu-jitsu where they had open hand strikes.
So
palming. So you're grappling, but you could whack him.
Oh, yeah.
I think it might have been him. I'm sure he knocked someone out with like a heel punt, boom.
Yeah, you can hit hard, that bone there.
Yeah.
Get that on someone's cheek.
So the guy was like, anyway, my story, I'm going sidetrack. He asked me this guy literally, when I grapple with him, he'd do what he wanted to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a black belt, he's a black belt, but he's a black belt up there.
Yeah.
He'd do what he wanted to me. He asked me, like, can you like show some strikes and just put like things in? And I was like, yeah, I'll show the strikes. And it went so much better than I expected.
In your favor.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's fucking sweet. So you can't do shit now.
Yeah.
I was showing it because he was reacting, like he put his head there, whack.
There's
whack,
so many things where it takes away, like
Yeah.
they'll get you into certain locks and you just, well, I'll just, just.
And it just
bang.
changed the whole, even say if you do your jiu-jitsu training, but with MMA gloves on.
Yes.
You now, even if you're not throwing the punches, you think differently.
So that's how you train it.
Yeah.
Because you can't hit someone for real. But in
Just
training,
showing.
you'd wear, the big sparring gloves. And you just throw the taps in and it makes you go.
But you wouldn't put
makes you
yourself.
be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like you have to change your position very quickly.
You're not going to I'm going to be underneath this guy trying to pull his leg.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just changes your mentality. And he acknowledged it. He was like, oh, fuck, like, I have to change something with that because that's different. So
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Are you still going to compete in MMA more? You planning or?
So I'm actively looking for another fight.
For an MMA fight?
Right now, yeah.
Nice,
so
I didn't know if it was boxing because your post waiting for the call. And I didn't know if it was boxing or MMA.
So I had about a month after the Marius fight, just did fuck all.
Yeah.
Just like absolutely nothing. Because that was a long process because I was actively trying to get that fight for over a year. And then I got it and then trained for it. And it was a lot of delays. So did that. I had a nice break. And now it's like, I want another fight. But honestly, mate, I've had a nightmare because I think before that fight, every Tom, Dick and Harry wanted to fight me.
Yeah.
Literally.
You blitzed him.
And now after the fight, it's like, oh, yeah, I'll fight him, but I'll only fight in boxing. And it's like, you fucking bastards.
Yeah, all right.
So it's like, I think when you've showcased that, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a high level fighter, but I've got enough skill, knowledge to be like, right, I know how to use my tools. Yeah. And my strength is my strength.
Strength is a strength, and
that's my strength.
This is what I've said to people in the past, and they're just like, it's kind of like a backhanded compliment that people do. They're like, oh, mate, you're really strong. I was like, strength is a technique, mate. It's like
100%.
Yeah. And
have you ever heard a fighter say, I wish I was weaker?
Yeah.
After that fight.
Oh, I'm too strong.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah. There's no such thing as too strong.
Yeah. So I've had that where I've trained with people. And obviously, I don't think I'm the strongest, but where I grew up lifting at my weight, I'm probably a bit stronger. When I get in the clinches, everyone has said to me, oh, fucking hell, you're strong. I'm like, mate, I'm using technique. I'm using technique.
Saying that though, like I've had fighters in, like I've compared two fighters, right? So I've had Tom Aspinall in. Yeah. See how strong Tom Aspinall is. He's fucking strong.
Well, like on the weight room or in
the weights.
Okay.
Like fucking strong.
Yeah.
Like shoulder pressing, like incline pressing, 60 kilo dumbbells.
Yeah.
For reps,
nice.
Like 6-7 reps. It was like, fuck, like it was really surprising.
Yeah.
But then on the other end of the spectrum, I did the same with Rico Verhoeven. And he still strong, but nowhere near as strong as Tom.
I think maybe that's the MMA, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's the MMA.
Like, wrestling aspect.
Rico, in essence, is a much better fighter than Tom.
With the kickboxing side.
Yeah. But because Tom does the wrestling, his strength was so much more than Rico. So yeah, I think the wrestling does give you a very good underlying sort of core strength. Yes, you probably won't think it, but you could go in the gym and you outlift most people at 100 kilo.
Yeah,
just through all the grappling that you do.
Last time I was training with my brother, he had me deadlifting with a young girl in there, and he's like, "Yeah, she's pulling 200s," and I was like, "Fuck off!" Like I think 220 is my best deadlift ever. I don't know, that's pretty good considering I don't lift.
Mate. I was going to say for a 60 kilo guy.
I don't lift like to be strong. I lift for performance, right? And he's like, yeah, she'd do like 200. Oh, for fuck's sake. So he's maybe
there's some scary women out there, mate.
And she doesn't look like.
Yeah, there's some really strong women. I think the world record in the women's right now is 325 kilo, I'm going to say.
Is that
Lucy Underdown.
Yeah.
325 kilo, which is fucking nuts.
That's crazy, yeah. That's crazy.
Fucking crazy. And I say there's loads of like strong women, like I'm going to say someone like Chloe Brennan, weighs, I think she competed at like under 72 kilo at one point, and she was pulling like 260.
That's mental.
Kilo, I believe. Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck?
So this is my fear, because obviously being part of like that strong, I'm not competing a strongman, but being like involved in it and being around it, you see this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can deadlift 200 kilo. Ain't that much. It's like, I've seen like young girls, you're lighter than me, that can lift that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, there's a girl called Rhiannon Lovelace.
Okay, I've
heard seen her?
Yes, yeah.
So she's 60, I think she's under 60 kilo. Right. And she deadlifted, I'm sure it's 300. Which is, I don't know, it's just like,
that's mental.
Makes you feel wank, doesn't it? When these little pocket rockets.
You go to like the commercial gym or whatever, you see these like units as well pulling like 180. I'm like, you guys.
I think, right, I might have to Google this, but I heard some statistics the other week. So there's only like 4,000 people in the planet that can deadlift over 300 kilo.
Oh yeah.
Can we just check that statistic, Sam?
That's actually one of my retirement goals.
What, to pull 300 kilo?
Yeah. Well, initially I wanted to beat my brother's best lifts.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't think he's actually getting they're getting quite high. I don't think I can do them. So,
So what weight are you competing now, Jake?
I'm looking at doing where was that, under 90 again? Using that momentum to go into the 105s.
Okay.
I've been injured.
Okay, so you've been injured as well. So you've been competing.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Is it estimate? So this is an AI overview, right? So it's estimated that only 4,000 men in the world that can deadlift 300 kilos.
Fucking hell.
That is 0.005%.
You could get them all in one room and do a 300 kilo deadlift, couldn't you? That could work.
Yeah, what is it for 400? Just out of curiosity. It's, as I say, so to pull 300 kilo, you are in the 0.005%.
That's mental.
Yeah, it's mental. Yeah, it's impossible to give an exact number on the 400. But I remember somebody saying there's only something like 50 people on the planet that can deadlift 400 kilo. And I was like, no, it's way more than that.
Yeah.
But when you actually think about it, right? Because we all know all these strong men and strong women. You know them all. So you probably
They're
see
not out of that circle.
Yeah, they're not out of that circle.
Right.
So if you're pulling 400 kilo, you're more than likely going to be a well-known strongman or powerlifter. So yeah, it's like the number, it's very low, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's only 4,000 people on the planet that can deadlift over 300 kilo.
So when you did the 500, broke that. You were the only guy ever, the one at that time. But I mean at that time, because I mean, I said like at that point, like no one had done it. How did you? Because it was quite a jump on it. Was it 30 kilos?
37 kilo.
37.
Yeah.
How did you like hype yourself up, prep yourself, or like affirm that you can do that?
I mean, that's a whole podcast on its own.
Yeah, I bet.
But essentially just head down for 365 days and just like ignoring what everyone's saying. And
was it a lot of like, you ain't gonna do it?
Oh, everyone. Yeah, strongman promoters, the strongmen, the fans. Everyone said it was impossible. Everyone said it can't be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be 600 one day, isn't it?
Probably. Yeah. They'll probably be warming up with 500 one day. And there'll probably be 4,000 people pulling 500 kilo in 100 years time. Yeah. But that's evolution.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But just the mental break of it to break that, because it's not just a personal boundary, that's humanity hasn't broke that.
Yes, no, it was a big one.
Yeah.
It was a big mental barrier for myself and probably the whole world to sort of absorb.
And then you see a load of guys coming up, they'll go, oh, it can be done.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Well, this is the thing, right? So if I had to pull 500 kilo back in 2016, we'd probably still be pulling 470 kilo. Yeah. Like 1 kilo
chip
a year.
away at that,
Yeah. So, I take a bit of pride and satisfaction in being like, I raised the bar, and then people like Thor come along and raise it a little bit more. But if it wasn't for me, it would still be at 460, 470, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's quality.
Your knockout against Dan Hooker was very nice to see. Yeah. Very, very crisp.
It was an accident.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd say before the backstory of the fight going that way.
When you say accident, it was a very well-timed, precision and accurate accident. Talk us through that. Go on.
This was just so I was doing my camps in Canada at the time, and at TriStar, one of like the best gyms in the world. George St. Pierre came from there, Coach Faraz Zahabi. He's still my coach now. He's the man. But I had a Thai coach, and he passed away now. And Master Peter, his name was. He's the craziest guy you'll ever meet. And he was my coach, my Muay Thai coach. This guy, and it leads into this fight. I wasn't able to train there for a while because of the COVID restrictions. They were pretty strict there, and they wouldn't let me travel back basically. Yeah. And while I got stuck home, he got sick, and he's not here with us anymore. And but this guy is the craziest guy. He'd get in your head, and like his mentality was like kill, like everything was kill.
Dan Hooker,
not to kill him, but just anyone. You'd be hitting pads of him.
Oh, so this coach had this mentality.
Yeah.
Every shot has to have
fucking
purpose.
Ruthless.
Yeah, okay.
And I'd knocked people out in the sparring room. It happens. You never like taunt them. You can't. Blah, blah, blah. Accidents happen. I knock him up. Fuck, like help him. Like you okay? Like you know. And every time I'd see him, I'd feel like, fuck, you good, mate? How's your head? They come in, and this little Thai guy. He's like, you're fucking shit. My guy knocks you out, and I'm just like, fuck. But every time something like that happened, he's like, my student fucking kill you. I was just like, oh, fuck, Pierre, no. But like, imagine like the uncancelable man. Like he would say anything of anything.
Well, he's from Thailand, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't give a fuck out there, really.
No. He had he coached my coach, Faraz, and Faraz is Lebanese. And Faraz used to fight Muay Thai, and Master Peter ran his own show, and Faraz competed on it.
Right.
Around 2002, I think he competed. And Peter called him the terrorist.
Okay.
He announced him. We're here with the terrorist. And Faraz like, the fuck, man? You cannot announce me as that. And he's like, terrorist. Everyone's like, what the fuck? Obviously, I weren't there then. But yeah, this is all these stories come back from him. But anyway, he got sick. I was stuck in England, and he had cancer. He had like I think it was pancreatic cancer.
Okay.
And they caught it like really late. They gave him. He was coaching, like holding pads, He just I had a pain. They gave him like 3 months, I think. And he looked like Buddha. I find a picture after. He looked like a little Buddha. Like covered in scars. He had 300 fights, like built of steel. I seen him like kick steel beams in the gym, like barbells. He kicked them off the bench.
Oh God.
And my shin was bleeding on his pads. And he's like, fucking baby shin, what the fuck? I was like, mate, I'm not complaining, but they are bleeding. And he kicked the fucking barbell, 20 kilo barbell off the thing. Nothing. I'm like, man.
Some of them Thai guys are stupidly tough.
Yeah. So me and Fraz called him, asked him for some advice. He was in hospital. I didn't recognize him. He'd lost so much weight. He was in there. He was dying. And I asked him technical advice. Ignore that he's sick. Like, you know, like, coach, what should I do? What do you think? He's like, what's he look like? I was like, he's tall. He goes, fucking knees. Fuck him. Kill him. And I was just like, okay, yeah, cool, kill him. Sounds good. And he's like, fuck him, kill him. I said, right, yep, sounds good. And I come out, and I remember Fraz just saying to me, he's just like, Master Peter style, remember? I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Dan Hooker's like 6'3", tall. I think it says 6 foot, but he's fucking taller than that.
Yeah.
Long range, dangerous striker. And I remember just sort of moving around him. He pinged a jab out like this, and his knuckle went in my eye. I couldn't see shit. There was like 3 of him. And it just switched in my head. I was like, oh, fucking Master Peter style. Like, his killer will be killed now. So I just bit down, started trading, and I was like, fuck it, let's go. And it paid off, and got the finish. And there's I see a message the other day, because it was like just a memory popped up.
So what knocked him out?
So stopped him.
What hit knocked him out?
So I stopped him at elbow. He cowered, like, covered on the fence, and the ref was like that. But he covered up like this.
Yeah.
And I was elbowing.
So how can you say that was an accident?
Because he's like, my head wasn't thinking going to swing.
Yeah.
It was that I got hit in the eye and I couldn't see him. So
so you just like lost your vision and panicked and went.
So because I saw 3 of them, I went,
okay,
fucking hit all of them. I went, hit all of them. Yeah. So then I was like, well, that's not the plan, but let's have it. And bit down the gum shield, hurt him a couple of times, and just kept it on. And then Peter he's like, you finish him with my elbows, my technique. And it's the first time I was like, my coach Fraz, he was tearing up, and I was just like, oh, fuck, man. Like, but yeah, then I spoke to him one more time before, and that was him, yeah. So
nice, man.
But it was funny in the hospital, because he's warrior spirit, like this guy, he's a killer. They gave him like a heavy dose, like to kind of send him on his way of whatever. They do things in Canada a bit different.
Yeah.
He says to the doctor, I wasn't there, but they called me just before they gave him the injection. My friends were with him, and they called me. They wouldn't let me in Canada to go see him. And he says to the doctor, he brings him in, he said, okay, try and kill me. And the doctor's like, fuck, man, like, don't say that. Like, don't say that. He's like, try your best. But yeah, so that fight, just, you know, for me to give him that moment, like, he couldn't come to my fights because he said he would go crazy. He's like, I'd have a heart attack, he'd kill me, I can't come. So okay, he said like that made it for him. So to be able to give him that good moment, and you know, on the mic after, like, say it was for him and compliment the fight to him, it meant a lot. So.
Nice. That's nice.
Especially in his crazy style.
Yeah. Oh, you'd have loved it.
Yeah.
Do you study your fighters? Do you watch their fights and study like openings and weaknesses and strengths?
So it's that was kind of a negative I had on myself for a long time, is I would always just kind of, it's another man, I'm going to do me and do myself better. As I got more experience and learn a bit better, I know now, why don't I watch and pick these habits up and see things and go, right, this guy does this. Even some guys, I've seen it when I'm looking on Instagram and opponents are popping up in my things. I'm like, fucking watching my shit. Yeah, you know, so. Yeah. But I've never done that. I don't give it. Most people are just posting thanks to my sponsor or bullshit stuff, right? Yeah. And if I post it and put it out there, it's probably because I don't mind you seeing what I'm doing. I'm not posting actual
something different.
Yeah, usually doing the strength training.
Is there anything that you've picked up from watching anyone else that you've used in a fight?
Yeah, loads. I can't think of a thing. There's so much. You know what? I have it's a real bad habit. When I watch people that maybe in the gym or watching a fight and they're shit, I get it in my head that I'm going to pick that up.
Yeah.
And I'll start like shadow box to warm up. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm doing what that guy was doing. I'm like, it really gets me.
So that fight I had with Marius.
Yeah.
So I noticed with Marius, sounds really stupid to say this.
Is this watching his tape? He has a lot of fights.
Yeah. So I went through a stage of like, right, I'm not watching it because it stresses you out. Watching the fights, knowing you're fighting that person. Like your adrenaline spikes. And then
someone said it to me is, I think it was Roy Jones originally. He said, the more you watch your opponent, the better he gets.
Yes.
Like, makes sense.
Completely true. And it got to the point where I was like, I've got to watch his fights now because all my coaches are saying, figure him out. And it sounds daft to say this now, but with Marius, it was whoever landed the first punch in that fight usually won the fight.
Really? You just got to get on it.
So I was like, so in our team, we were like, land that first punch. Yeah. That was our plan, which sounds really stupid to say.
No, it makes sense.
But I made sure I was the first one to land that right hand, and then
so a friend of mine,
it just worked.
Because my friend's Polish. He lives over there. And I've trained with him for years. Good fighter, Christoph. And he sent me a message out of the blue. He's like, oh, Eddie Hall's fighting Marius. I was like, yeah. He was like, how do you think it's going to go? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I haven't seen Eddie Hall fight. I was like, I think he could do it. Like, what do you think? He goes, Marius is going to quit. He's like, I think he gets hit and he's going to crumble. So exactly as you said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And I was like, really?
Yeah. Well, that's what we picked up.
Right.
It's like at all his fights, anytime he got a square hit on the face, he just backed off. Yeah. So we're like, right,
just get on him.
Make sure we get that first.
But it doesn't sound stupid though. That makes perfect sense. There's so many guys, they're so good if you let them build into the fight. You let them grow and get comfortable.
Yeah.
But then if you don't, then they don't get in there.
Yeah. Throw them off their comfort zone, their rhythm, so to say. Yeah, that's a big thing. And that's why I think sometimes sparring can teach you bad habits.
Yeah,
because you generally spar quite light, don't you? You know, you tap and all that, but in essence, in a real fight, you just want to go in and do damage.
Yeah, so you want to score.
In some ways, sparring can be quite detrimental to fight.
You're holding back. Maybe the time.
Yeah. So I find sparring very, very tough for that reason. Is because I'm fast when I'm moving.
Okay.
But to get moving takes a lot. Yeah. So sparring was tough for me.
How did you find? Because I remember the thing with the rounds. They wanted 3 5s or 2.
They wanted,
but it was short notice.
We wanted 3 5-minute rounds.
Is that right? They was so short.
Like 6 weeks out.
Yeah,
and
from nothing to go. Yeah.
So from a year out, we agreed 2-minute rounds. Yeah. From a year out, and then 6 weeks before. It's like, we're doing 5-minute rounds or else I'm not fighting. So somehow we met in the middle and did 4-minute rounds.
Yeah,
I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Yeah.
I literally in the end was just like, fuck it, I'll fight him, whatever.
Whatever it is.
I'll fight him. Couldn't care. I was going to knock him out.
Yeah.
And I did, so.
How was, because that was what my dad was saying, when he went from strongman to the MMA, it was always cardio.
Yeah.
He was doing some mad shit, like running with fucking heavy bags.
Yeah, so I actually took a lot of Tom Aspinall's book.
Yeah.
So use your fighting as the cardio, and then I just swam.
Yeah, okay.
I love my swimming, and I found with the swimming, because you hold your breath and it's very replicating in the fight
as well.
Yeah, so you're sort of like holding your breath, like I want to breathe.
Yeah,
sort of replicates a fight very well. So just swimming and fighting, didn't do anything else. Yeah.
That's good.
So your dad, did he do any professional MMA fighting?
Yeah, he fought to a good level.
Wow, okay. So tell me about that.
So he fought. So he was saying, it was cage fighting days when it was just whatever. And when he first started, it was a bit that. But then he had a couple of like professional bouts where he scored takedowns past the guy and smit the guy.
Yeah.
He's like, that's MMA, right? I was like, yeah. But he was more like your mentality where he wanted a bit of blood, brawl, kill or be killed. But he wanted to show that he could do the actual MMA. So, I remember he won an area title. He got a single leg, took the guy down, passed his guard, couple of shots, arm triangle.
Cool. So it's probably your dad that got you into the fighting game then, really?
No, I thought it was, like I said earlier, I thought, because my dad does that, it's shit. I was watching him train with these guys. I was like, I don't want anything to do with wrestling other men and doing all that. Yeah. Watching my dad do, because I'd go to the gym still with him and watch. And I was like, I don't want to do that. That's gay. Like, dad's doing it. So that was why I started boxing. And slowly, I got more into
Came back round to it.
And then he was the most
I
supportive.
must admit, it is very close encounters. And you're doing the wrestling move. Like, there's nothing worse.
Your nuts on your head.
I've had it where I've been fighting somebody, and it was a 69. So he was like,
that's not what they call it in
he
jiu-jitsu.
literally had his balls rested on my forehead.
69.
And I could not get this fucker off. His dick was just all over my nose. And
When I've like,
so it's definitely.
when I've taught classes to like beginners that are just starting, or I've covered classes, I'm like, I get that it's weird, but it'll make sense one day. Your balls are on his head. Like,
I know. And when you get him in the, is it full mount when the legs right around him?
Yeah, it's a bit sexual.
It's just like, it's like, oh, get off.
Yeah,
It's like- but you've got to think, whilst you're in that position, you're smashing him in the face. So
just keep it that way.
But the sparring and the drilling, I get what you're saying though.
But no, he was
watching the training side, it's a bit like, oh.
He was the number one. Like as soon as he never dragged me to go. But once I started showing interest, he'd knock on my door. There was a gym that I train at. I'm part of it now, 45 minutes away from me. And I was in the stage of being a teenager. He'd knock on the door. I'm still drunk for the night before. I'm like, fuck off, Dad. Eventually, it got to the point where I was banging on his door, like, we're going training, let's go. And he's like, fuck off, you can't. So, he's like, I'm 50 years old, leave me alone. Yeah.
How old's your dad now?
59 now. Yeah.
59, okay.
Yeah. Still training, but
Still
just
training?
lifting.
Just lifting weights, keeps
like
in
that.
shape.
Yeah.
Was that like we saw earlier? Was that like a more recent picture of him?
Yeah. So
In good nick.
the lockup we had all ended up in our back garden.
Oh, okay.
And we've got Atlas stones in the flower beds.
Yeah.
Railway sleepers, all that shit. And now my brother's got his equipment there. And
So it's been passed down, has it?
yeah.
Nice.
And my brother comes over and cleans it up now and then because my dad leaves it all disorganized.
Yeah.
It's his gym. But my brother, So that's where I do my strength conditioning. And everyone always gives me shit because it's a rusty old gym. And I put a picture up. They're like, you need a better training center.
So you just do your strength and conditioning as a strongman then, really? Like lifting sandbags?
Yeah,
and
I've done a lot of like sandbag carries, like farmers I found help, but not.
Yeah.
I try and taper back from the heavy stuff closer to
I
the
hear
fight.
that like yoke walks are super good for fighting because it makes you super explosive in the forward motion.
That makes sense.
You think about it.
I've never used the yoke that much. So
If you think about it, it's you're sort of fighting you got so much weight on you and you're fighting forward. So it's that like when you're
forward drive.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, I've had a strength and conditioning coach in the past who's maybe do a lot of yoke just for for the fight.
I never thought of that.
Right, Arnold, I think that wraps up today, mate. Thank you very much.
Of course, mate. Thank you very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Humiliate me with the grip thing.
Hey, man. Well, I think there's room to improve there. Do you want another go before?
No.
You okay?
No. I'm good.
No, well, thank you very much,
course,
mate.
mate.
Thanks for the openness and making yourself vulnerable and telling us all your highs and lows and the struggles. And it's very inspiring. So
Thank you.
Thank you. For anyone watching or listening, what's your Instagram handle?
It's Arnold BFA.
Arnold BFA, and then your YouTube is Arnold Almighty, and then your website is
Merch.co.
almightymerch.co. So make sure you go and show some love to Mr. Arnold Allen and help him on his journey on the road back into the UFC to go and chase that world #1 title. Good luck, buddy. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Right then, guys, that sums up today's episode. Thank you very, very much for watching and listening. I thought Arnold was a great guest. I think it shows the different paths of getting into the UFC. Someone who's persevered and worked very, very hard for his life to get where he is today and put himself in some very vulnerable and scary situations. I can't imagine doing a professional fight at that level at 20, 21 years of age. So fair play to Arnold. He's an inspiration to many young fighters up and coming. And I'll take a little bit from today and put it into my plan of action. But thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the other episodes of The Good, The Bad, and The Beast. And we'll see you next time. Big love. Take care.
With